everybody, Shakira, welcome back to my channel. And before we continue, just in case you are wondering about this wig, I cut it. This is Carissa, and if you guys are familiar with Carissa, it's actually long, but I cut it because it's summertime, it's Texas, nobody has time for long wigs and stuff, so I cut it and I just like it a lot better. But let's jump into today's topic. I am getting asked all the time, are sex partners connected to Candida and developing Candida? And even when you're looking up Candida, yeast infections, bacterial infections, it'll come up, you know, that, too many sex partners, or maybe your partner gave it to you or something like that. And the short answer to that is no. Having too many sex partners and blah, blah, blah is not the reason why you have Candida. It's not. I'm going to give you my story and my take on why I know that sex partners is not connected, at least in terms of like having sex and catching something from that person. You can't catch Candida from anybody. It's an inside job, okay? It's in your gut, and that is how it attacks us basically. But I had a friend who had the same exact issues as me, and she hadn't had sex in like 15 years or something like that. No sex, nothing up there other than like suppositories to help her issues. So that's like exhibit A. Somebody has not had sex in 15 years with Candida, and I don't know if she still has the same issues. I haven't talked to her in a while, but there's exhibit A. Exhibit B, which is me. I started having these issues recurrent around the age of 23, 24. And they weren't as bad as it got when I was married in a monogamous relationship, at least on my end. We'll get to that in a second. So about once a month, you know, it would come up, and then I would do the monostat ovule things, and then I'd be good to go. But then when I got my period again, then I would have an issue again. At this time, if I was intimate with someone, you know, I didn't really have any issues. Then I met my ex-husband, and right before we got it, I remember, you know, I had got my period, and I told him straight up that these were the issues that I was having. But then we got married, blah blah blah, and we were married for like 2 years or something like that. In that time period, absolutely no issues, no infections, no bacterial infections, no yeast infections, nothing. And the crazy thing about it is that he was not faithful. He was cheating. I don't know how many people or what, but and thank goodness, nothing, you know, I'm good to go. No, you know, nothing like that. But who knows who he was sleeping with, and he was coming back and sleeping with me. You know, I'm really telling y'all a lot of my business, but I really want those of you that are like, oh my God, you know, is it because I've had sex with X, Y, Z, blah, blah, blah. No, it's not. You know, this person was not faithful to me, and I had absolutely no issues down there the entire time we were together. Then we broke up. Okay, we got divorced, and I started dating again, right? And after we broke up, the issues started. And from that marriage, I went to my second marriage. We're no longer together, but this is a same-sex relationship, right? And the entire time we were together, like clockwork. Now, thankfully, I was with someone that never made me feel bad about the issue. I explained to her what was going on, and she never made me feel nasty, or, you know, it didn't affect our intimacy, basically. It was just something that I continued to work on as when we were together. And honestly, it was probably more so in my mind, okay, because, you know, it never affected us. It never affected intimacy and whatnot. But it's night and day, you know. The first marriage, never, not an issue, not an upset. I'm serious, like the entire time we were together. Then the second relationship or second marriage, I mean, constantly. And then once that relationship ended, you know, I was completely done with it. Like, I haven't had any issues within the past 2-3 years. So no, but no, your sex partners or your sex life did not start this. Now, if you are sleeping with people and maybe like condoms and things that y'all use, I always say wash your hands. Have that person wash his or her hands, okay, before they put them inside of you. After sex, get up and wash. If you are going through this, the reason why you want to get up and wash, and I know it's like, oh, cuddle time, that's all fine and well, but you're trying to battle something and get rid of something. So you want to wash that away. You want to wash yourself immediately. Now, we'll talk about the spiritual side of sex and all that stuff. So obviously we all know that when you have sex with someone, you're sharing more than just your body fluids and your genitals. You're sharing your energy. So if that person gave you something in terms of, or started something in your body in terms of Candida, maybe their energy drains you. Maybe their relationship is draining you. Okay, if a relationship is draining you, it is lowering your immune system. The immune system is responsible for killing or keeping Candida at bay, because Candida is never going to go away. It's yeast, it's bacteria that naturally lives in our gut. We need it. But once it starts overdoing it, overpopulating and growing, that's when it becomes the issue. So that person might not be right for you spiritually. That's why, you know, you want to watch who you're sleeping with. You want to be very picky with the people that you're sleeping with, and you want to be picky with the people you're in a relationship with. Now, this took me years and years and years to get. I finally get it. And I don't expect anybody to be perfect. You're going to make mistakes and whatnot, but when you're dealing with Candida, it is best to make sure you've got a good partner, somebody that's understanding, somebody that you know, is going to be in this with you and curing this and getting it together. But the bottom line is, no, your sex partners did not give you Candida. They're not the issue. They're not the problem. They're not the reason why you have Candida. It's an inside job, and that's why you got to do things internally in terms of things that you eat and also things that you're putting into your mind. Okay, so don't listen to anything that somebody else might tell you. A doctor might tell you, you know, and I know I'm not a doctor, but I've been through this. You know, I was not a virgin when this started. I was not a virgin when I was battling through this. You know, it is not about your sex partners. Yeast is an inside job. Now, again, energetically, spiritually, somebody might be bringing you down, bringing your immune system down. Stress and negativity brings your immune system down, which is going to make it hard for your body to keep the pH in check, keep the yeast and stuff in check. So just keep that in mind when you are going through this and when you are dealing with people, okay? So I believe I covered everything, you guys. If you have any other questions, pop them in the comment section. All relevant links will be in the description box. Like if you want to purchase my Candida recovery program, you can do so by following the link in the description box. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.